we will discuss about the concept of market structure. What is market structure? Normally, a market is something or a place where buyers and sellers meet and exchange their products and services. It is a marketplace normally where the buyers and sellers come together and exchange goods and services in exchange of money. This is typical definition of a market. A market is a place where buyers are there, sellers are there, they meet each other and exchange goods for money. This is the definition of a market. But nowadays, market is not restricted to a particular place. Now, a market is just a click of a computer or a touch of the mobile screen. You can buy anything, anytime. So, 24 into 7, the products are available. So, this is the digital era. But here we will discuss about the structure based on the characteristics or based on the features of market. What kind of structures are there? I mean, perfectly competition is there, or single seller is there, or two sellers are there, or three sellers are there, few sellers are there. Like this, depending on the competition, we can divide market into different structures. So here, a market structure refers to the way a market is organized based on the number of firms, the nature of products, the degree of competition, and the ease of entry and exit. So we are saying market structure refers to the way a market is organized, how a market is being organized based on the number of firms, how many firms or how many sellers are available, the nature of product, what kind of product is being sold in the market, the degree of competition, how competitive is the market, is there any huge competition or less competition among the sellers, and the ease of entry and exit, ease of entry and exit, whether it is easy to enter a particular market and also to shut down and go out. That is also one of the basis for dividing the market. It helps us understand how firms behave, how prices are determined, and how efficient resources are allocated in an economy. Because we need to know if the market is having lot of competition, then the price will be decided based on the market supply and market demand. But if there is only single seller, then he can decide whatever the price he want. So how the prices are determined, we can understand, and how efficient resources are allocated in an economy. Resources are very much useful for sellers. So how they should allocate or divide the resources for the different production activities. So the main determinants of a market structure are number of buyers and sellers. How many number of buyers and sellers are there? It decides the structure of the market. If there is only one seller, then we call it as monopoly market. If there are large number of sellers and large number of buyers, we say perfectly competition market. So that is depending on the number of buyers and sellers, we can decide which kind of structure it belongs to. And nature of product, homogeneous or differentiated, depending on the type of product, homogeneity or heterogeneity. If the product is of homogeneous in nature, it means there is not much differences in the characteristics or the nature of the product and prices of the product. In one shop is similar to the product in another shop, only a little bit of difference, then we can say it is a homogeneous product or differentiated product. If the product is totally different, the nature itself is different, then we can say it is a different product. Suppose in homogeneous product, there is a market for soap or detergent or shampoos. So there are different varieties of shampoos, but the main purpose of the shampoo is for washing the hair. That is the main. So we can call it as homogeneous product only. Or differentiated means one commodity is related to personal care like soap or washes, and another is like edible items. Then these are totally different. So depending on the nature of product, we can divide the market. And barriers to entry and exit. If there are restrictions, if there are obstacles for the entry and exit, then we can also determine the market. Suppose in monopoly market there is so much of restricted entry because the monopoly single seller controls the entire market. But in the perfect competition, free entry and exit, the people can enter the perfect market easily and also exit from it easily. So degree of price control, market power. Controlling the price is also one of the important point to be considered while determining the market structure, because whether the seller has any control over the price or not will also say us what kind of structure it is. Suppose if the seller having no control on the price, whatever the market decides, they has to go along with it. That is perfectly competition. Market and supply and demand will decide the price. But in monopoly market, the price is in the hands of seller. He is the price maker. He can decide whatever the price he wants. So, depending on the price control or market power. So, level of information availability. Information availability means the know-how of the product, how to make a particular product. If the process of making a particular product is known and the sellers are able to produce, then the market will have competition. But if the information is not available, it is confidential, secret ingredients or secret material or the secret formula for producing a particular product is not known, then that kind of market will be a monopoly market because they do not share the information to the others. So these are the points on the basis of which we can decide the market structure: number of buyers and sellers, nature of product, barriers to entry and exit, degree of price control, level of information availability. Now, types of market structure. We have discussed on what basis we can have the market structure. So now we have certain kind of market structure, mainly perfect competition, monopoly, oligopoly, duopoly and monopolistic competition. These are only 5 types of market structure. Any company or any firm, any market you take or you consider in the market, it will come under in any one of these 5 categories. First one is perfect competition. As the name itself is suggesting, perfect competition is a marketplace where the competition among the sellers are perfectly correlated. It means there is a huge competition among the sellers. So the features, what are the characteristics, features of the perfect competition? Large number of small buyers and sellers. The buyers and sellers are in large in number but small in size. There are few sellers, there are few buyers, but they are spread over the entire market. So there is a huge competition. And homogeneous product. The product is identical, whether you go to this shop or that shop or this shop, whatever the market shop or whatever the seller you go, you may find the almost similar product, homogeneous. It means the purpose of the product will be same, it will not be different. So homogeneity exists. Free entry and exit. The sellers are free to enter the market and exit the market. There are not much legal procedures or not much legal restrictions for the sellers to enter the market or to exit the market. So that is called free entry and exit. And also perfect information. The information among the sellers are perfectly known to each other. It means everyone knows about the process of manufacturing, the type of material required, and whatever the prices needs to be fixed. Everything is known to the sellers. So that is called perfect information. And firms are price takers. This is one of the important characteristics of the perfect competition. They are the price takers, not the price makers, because they cannot decide whatever the price they want. They have to take, or they have to go with the price whichever is decided by the market supply and market demand. So no control over price. They don't have any control. If they are increasing the prices, the demand will go down. If they are decreasing the prices, the demand will go up. So here and there, the price will settle. So based on the forces of supply and demand, the prices are decided. Example, agricultural market like wheat, rice or vegetables, where no single farmer can influence the market price. Suppose there is a wheat, rice or vegetable market. So the prices from in one shop will be exactly similar to other shop. Only a little bit point difference, fraction of difference. That's it. Normally the prices will be same everywhere. So no single farmer can influence the market price. It is not in the hands of the farmer to decide the price of wheat or rice or vegetable. It will be decided by the market supply and market demand. Whatever it is going on in the market, they have to go with it. So these are the characteristics of a perfect competition market. Here are the implication. I mean, what are the points to be noted here in the perfect market? Price equals to marginal cost. Here the price is marginal cost. Whatever the additional cost they are incurring, that will be the price. We have discussed in the previous classes what is marginal cost. Marginal cost is the additional cost required to produce a particular product. So whatever the additional cost is there, that will be equal to the price of the product. So here price is equals to MC. P is equals to MC. Price equals to marginal cost. So firms earn only normal profit in the long run. There are no chances for the firms to earn abnormal profit. Abnormal profit means very huge profit out of a particular sale, because they already the prices are known, competition is tough, perfectly competitive market is there. So it is not possible to earn huge profit or abnormal profit. They will earn only normal profit even in the long run. So most efficient market structure, most efficient market structure. This market structure is very much in use all over the world, and it has very significance to the sellers and buyers. Next one we have monopoly. Monopoly is a market where there is a single seller and buyers may be few, or many buyers may be there. So what are the features or characteristics? Single seller, many buyers. Seller is one, buyers are many. Only one seller is there. Like in government, we have electricity supply. Government is the monopoly. The government will supply the electricity to the citizens. So the government will decide the prices of the electricity consumption. But buyers are many. So single seller, many buyers. Unique product with no close substitutes. The product in this market must be unique. It means if the product does not have any close substitute, substitute means any other product with which you can meet your needs. Suppose instead of wheat you can have rice, like that. Instead of tea you can have coffee. These are all substitute products. But here in this monopoly market, you will not find any substitute to that product. Suppose there is electricity, so it is not possible to find out the perfectly close substitute for electricity. You have to go for the electricity power distribution company of the government only. So this is what called as no close substitute. And high entry barriers, legal restrictions, patents, economies of scale. The barriers to the entry are very much. No random seller can enter the market because it is having the lot of legal restrictions. It is not easy to enter the market. The seller is having a lot of control. So we can take this same example of electricity department. The people cannot start their own electricity company normally. The government takes control of the entire supply. And firm is a price maker. Here we said patents and economies of scale. So suppose in some particular private companies also, if they introduce some kind of patent, some kind of technology that no other person can copy, it is their right, it is their patent. So we call it as patent. So this is also a monopoly. Monopoly can be in the private also, not always in the government. If someone has invented something new which no one can copy, then that is also becomes monopoly. Firm is a price maker, control supply and price. Here one point is to be noted, price maker. Here we said price takers. Sellers are price takers, but here seller is a price maker because no other persons are available to sell that product. He is alone in the market. So he is a single seller, he can decide the price. So price making is in the hand of monopoly. So controlling the supply and price, he can control the supply, he can restrict the supply, they can anytime stop the supply, they can anytime increase the prices. So this is what the total control in the hand of monopoly. For example, Indian Railways government monopoly. Indian Railways are government monopoly. Here we have taken the example of electricity, we can take the example of railways also. So railways are not normally in the hands of private companies. Railways are purely in the hands of government sectors in India. So Microsoft in early years for Windows OS. OS means operating system. So we are taking here the examples for monopoly. Monopoly market, Indian Railways, because no other people can start any railway services. It is completely in the hands of government sector. Whereas if we talk about private companies, Microsoft in early years of Windows operating system. When the Windows operating system initially launched for running the computer system, then they enjoyed the monopoly power. But later it has to be known to every other companies, and now many people are there with different operating systems. So here now implications, price is greater than marginal cost. Here we said price is equals to marginal cost, but here price is greater than marginal cost. Whatever the additional cost is incurred, the price charged for that product will be high because the seller is having the full control. So the price is in the hand of sellers. So price will be high than the marginal cost. So consumer choice restricted. It means consumers have no choices for different options. It means they have to go whatever the supply available by the monopoly. They cannot have lot of options to choose from. They have to take whatever the supply given by the monopoly seller. So may lead to higher prices and lower output, allocative inefficiency. It means Sometimes they can charge so much of high prices and lower output. Because they have full power, they can increase the prices of the product and they can lower the output also. So, we call it as allocative inefficiency. Now, third point is monopolistic competition. It is normally a competition between different monopolies. Different monopoly market, there is a competition. Suppose many firms but products are differentiated: brand, quality, design, packaging. There are many firms, they produce normally homogeneous product. Like many firms are there, products are also differentiated. Suppose we have some toothpaste brand or some shampoo or soap, there is a shampoo. So, brands are different, quality of different, design, packaging, everything is differently available from different sellers. Toothpaste or hand wash, wristwatch or anything you can take which have close substitute but differentiate. They are, the nature is same, but the quality, the packaging, the design, the feature, the brand name, all these things will be different. Free entry and exit. So, here in this market also there are not much restrictions. The sellers can freely enter and exit the market. Firms have some control over price due to differentiation. It means there are so many mobile brands or toothpaste brand. So, there are toothpaste brand for A, B, C, D. There are 4 brand A, B, C, D. So, A firm, B firm, C firm, D firm. These are 4 different brand of toothpaste. So, they can have some control over the price. They can charge some extra price for their product because their quality is good, their brand is having lot of reputation, their design is effective, packaging is effective, quality is very good. So, like this, B can also decide according to their qualities. So, every single firm can decide some prices, but not very heavily different. They are all toothpaste only. The basic purpose is for brushing the teeth. So, here and there they can differentiate the price, but not very much abnormally high. For example, fast food. So, this McDonald's, KFC and Domino's, these are the 3 different brands for instant food like pizzas, burgers and others. So, they can still have some control over the price. If they are having different quality, different size, different packaging, different reputation in the market, they can have slightly different. If they are selling a pizza at 100, they may sell at 120, they may sell at 90 rupees. Like this, small variation in the prices is possible because they are having their own reputation, their own design, their own quality. Clothing brands, toothpaste, cosmetics, etc. Textile brands, toothpaste, soaps, shampoos, personal cares, cosmetics, footwears, these are all monopolistic competition. They sell, the nature of product is same, but their brand quality, packaging will be different. So, implications here, in short run, firms can earn supernormal profit. Short run. A short run means within a very limited period of time. If they are having some limited period of time offer or many people are attracting to a particular brand because of some new advertisement or anything, then they can earn supernormal profit. Supernormal profit means high profit, but in the long run they cannot enjoy the long very high profit. For a short period of time, it is possible for the monopolistic firms to enjoy certain supernormal profit. In long run, entry of new firms erodes profit, leaving only normal firms. In long run, if long run means in a long period of time like 2 to 5 years, there is a much time available. So, new firms will come will enter in the market and will reduce the profit. It means the sale will be distributed among different sellers. If there are only two sellers, so sale must be very high for both sellers. But if there are four sellers, then people will buy from other two sellers also. So the profit will not be very high to all of them. It will be distributed. So focus on non-price competition, advertising and branding. So they cannot focus on price competition. They cannot decide the prices. They can focus on advertising, how to advertise and how to make the brand popular. Branding, fixing an image in the mind of consumers about your brand, then you can increase the sale. This is possible in the monopolistic competition. And now fourth one we have oligopoly. Oligopoly means few sellers. Oligopoly means few sellers. They are also selling the same products. Few larger firms dominate the market. Few large firms dominate the market. There are not very high seller or like only one seller like monopoly. There are few like 6 to 7 or 8 to 10. That's it. Only that many sellers will dominate the entire market. The products can be homogeneous, steel, cement or differentiated, cars, mobile phones. Steel and cement, these are homogeneous products. Cement industry like Birla Cement, Ambuja Cement, these are all cement factories. So there are only a handful, 8 to 10 cement industries are there. Whatever the seller you choose, they will sell you the cement only. So it is homogeneous. Steel or iron rods for construction, many companies are there, but they will sell the iron only. So it's steel only. So this is called homogeneous product. Very few, 8 to 10 sellers are there. But they can also have differentiated product. Car is there, but the car will be different from different sellers based on the size, design, features, and based on the engine capacity, seating capacity. And mobile phones are also, nature of the product is mobile, smartphone only, but it will have different features, different colors and many other softwares available. So depending on that, we have differentiated product in the oligopoly market. We can also take the example of telecommunication, like telecommunication industry, Airtel, Jio, Idea, Vodafone, BSNL. These are only 5 to 6 networks available in India. So barriers to entry are high. It is not easy to enter into the market because few sellers lead the market. They dominate the entire market. So it is not possible for new firms to come and fix their place in the market. Interdependence among firms. One firm's decision affects others. Interdependence means if there are four network providers, A, B, C, D, four network providers are there, telecom industry. So they are interdependent on each other. If A is deciding something, then all of them need to be act accordingly. If A is changing some price, then others will also follow the same strategy because they are interdependent on each other. And mostly the top leading company will decide the product prices of the product. So they are connected. If they are introducing a new plan, then other firms cannot continue with the old plan. They also introduce new plans. So they are interdependent on each other. And price rigidity due to fear of price wars. Rigidity means fixed. There is no change, constant. Price will be rigid. They cannot decide whatever the price they want because due to price war. Price war means if A firm is increasing the prices, other firms has like 80, 85, 82. 80, 85, 82, these are the prices of a particular product. But another firm A has increased the price to 110, very high price. So what the other firms will do, they will not increase their prices. So as a result, the consumers will shift to the other sellers and this seller will be in the losses. So the price rigidity will be there in the oligopoly market. For example, automobile industry, Toyota, Hyundai, Tata and Mahindra. These are the 4 examples. Automobile industry, cars manufacturers. Toyota, Hyundai, Tata and Mahindra are the 4 car manufacturers, different styles and different brands of car based on the price range, based on the seating capacity, based on the comfort, design and many things. But the nature is same. It is car only but having different design and everything. Airline industry, telecom industry, Airtel, Jio, Vodafone. In airline industry also we have Indigo and other airlines, and Airtel, Jio, Vodafone, these are telecom industry. So these are examples of oligopoly market. Here implications or point to be noted are firms may collude, cartels, act like monopoly. Example, OPEC in oil. Sometimes it is possible for some firms to act like monopoly, or they may compete aggressively leading to price war, heavy advertising. Sometimes the firms may act aggressively, they can charge very high prices leading to price wars and many other people will start advertising heavily. So this is possible in oligopoly market. And the last one is a special case of oligopoly, that is called duopoly market. Duopoly means only two. The term duo means two, poly means seller, two sellers. In monopoly we have one. Mono means one, poly means seller. Monopoly. One seller, monopoly. Two seller, duopoly, and few sellers, oligopoly. So duopoly is a special case of oligopoly where there are only two sellers, only two dominant firms in the market. For example, Airbus versus Boeing in commercial aircraft manufacturing. Aircraft manufacturers, there are two manufacturers available, Airbus versus Boeing. These are only two dominant firms which are leading the entire market. So this is a special case of market. It is very rarely available and rarely possible in the real world. These are the 5 different structures of the market.